You're in danger.
We have a problem. Let's go get Britt.
General Hospital pair Brooklyn Quartermaine and Harrison Chase have the potential to become the soap's next super couple, but the show has to stop putting obstacles in the way of their love story. Brooklyn, Amanda Setton, and Chase, Josh Swickard, had a rocky start to their relationship because she was arrested twice for accidentally hitting the police officer in the head. Brooklyn and Chase eventually became one of General Hospital's best couples and went through several difficult times together, including her being partially responsible for preventing him from being reinstated as a police officer, although he eventually got his job back, and the death of his father, Gregory Harrison, from ALS on the night of their wedding. When Brooklyn and Chase decided that they wanted to have a baby, they discovered that he was unable to father a child. He was devastated because he wanted her to have the chance to be a mother, but what he didn't know was that she'd already had a baby as a teenager, and the father of that child was his best friend and PCPD partner, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. Refreshingly, Chase wasn't angry with Brooklyn for keeping this secret from him, but instead he supported her. He continued to do so when it was revealed that her child was Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. When Brooklyn decided to give her child up for adoption, her mother, Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, and grandmother, Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, gave him to Lois' cousin, Camila, who later passed away. Brooklyn was outraged at Lois when she found out the truth, and Chase continued to stand by her. However, some new developments have made it seem as though Brooklyn and Chase could be on their way to a breakup, even though General Hospital should stop messing with them and allow them to be the show's next super couple. Ever since Brooklyn found out that Gio is her son, she's been trying to give him the space that he needs to process the secret that was kept from him for his whole life. She told Chase that she wants to wait to figure out how they'll have a child until she smooths things over with Gio. This greatly upset Chase because the timeline is now so uncertain. In addition, Chase has been talking to his ex-wife, Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, again, ever since she became the town pariah after her affair with Drew Cameron Matheson. The fact that he's confiding in another woman is concerning, and it could mean that the show is hinting that they might get back together. Even though Willow was in love with Michael Corinthos' Rory Gibson during her marriage to Chase, and she only married him because he had what they thought was a fatal illness, they've always had a strong friendship. However, this shouldn't develop into more because Chase and Brooklyn were meant for each other. For a soap opera, General Hospital currently doesn't have many healthy and happy couples. Many of them are marred by lies and manipulation, including Willow and Drew, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and Jack Brennan, Chris L., McKenna, and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, and Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner. It's frustrating to watch couples who are clearly headed for breakups, and it's difficult to invest in them. However, Brooklyn and Chase have a loving relationship and a supportive friendship. They're a relatable and beloved couple on the show. Brooklyn and Chase seem to be the one pair who is going to stay together no matter what, but now their future seems uncertain. Although Brooklyn has lied to Chase before, they've gotten past it, and they were a happily married couple before all of these new developments. General Hospital had the chance to tell a story about a couple experiencing infertility in a realistic way, especially since they dropped the ball on the subject recently with a sensationalized Molly Lansing, Kristen Vaganos, TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, and Christina Corinthos, Kate Monsey storyline. However, Brooklyn's decision to put having a child on hold and Chase's rekindled friendship with Willow could be bad signs for their relationship. General Hospital should make Brooklyn and Chase an untouchable pair who will become the soap's future super couple. They have what it takes to be the heart of the show, and they deserve to live happily ever after. General Hospital has created several new characters throughout the past few years, but there's one person who hasn't been seen in 14 years who could really shake things up if he returned to Port Charles. In 2011, Alec Barrett, Quinn Friedman, was revealed to be the son of Brenda Barrett, Vanessa Marcel, one of General Hospital's most beloved characters, and it's time for him to return to the show. Alec was stolen from Brenda at birth by his grandmother, Suzanne Stanwyck, Adrienne Barbeau, who was the mother of the late mobster Alexander Janicek, Anthony Knoppers. Brenda had broken up with Alexander when she found out that he was involved in an organization that exploited children. When Alexander began stalking Brenda, she moved to Manhattan, where Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, was assigned to protect her, before he knew that he was Brenda's ex-lover Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, son. When Brenda discovered that she was pregnant with Alexander's child, Dante pretended to be the baby's father in order to protect them. When Alexander later attacked them, Brenda shot and killed him. In addition, Brenda didn't realize that she was working with Alexander's mother, Suzanne, who drugged her, induced labor, and stole the baby, telling Brenda that a fever had caused her to have a miscarriage. Suzanne raised Alec for 4 years, until the truth was discovered, and Sonny reunited Brenda with Alec. Brenda and Alec eventually moved to Rome, Italy together. During the past few years, General Hospital has created several new characters who ended up being the long-lost children of established characters on the show. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, was introduced as the son of Max Scorpio, John J. York, and Dominique Stanton, Shell Danielson, while Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, was revealed to be Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, and Holly Sutton's, Emma Sam's, daughter. In addition, it was recently disclosed that Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, is the son of Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. Rather than bringing in these new characters, General Hospital should be using its rich history and reintroducing characters they already have, including Alec, to the canvas. Alec was 4 years old when Brenda reunited with him in 2011, so the character would be 18 years old now. However, soaps are notorious for SORAs, soap opera rapid aging syndrome, and Alec could believably return to the show in his 20s. While it would be a dream come true for him to return to General Hospital with his mom, Brenda, that seems unlikely, but he could still show up in Port Charles and turn the town upside down. Alec would certainly take an interest in Dante, the man who offered to pose as his father before he was born, as well as Sonny, who helped reunite him with Brenda. In addition, when Brenda and Alec left town for Rome, Brenda's ex-lover, Jasper Jax Ingo Rademacher, had accompanied them. Imagine the possibilities if Brenda's son met Jax's daughter, Josslyn Eden McCoy. Brenda's rival Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, would be thrown for a loop if her daughter ended up with her son. After 14 years, many fans have forgotten about Alec, and some new viewers never knew about him in the first place.